Hello students. So here we go with a very simple and a fundamental problem on the isometric projection where we have three cubes of size 60, 40 and 20 are placed one above the other, so in the descending form. Okay, so normally when it comes to the base, okay, so to the top, so we are going to consider it in a descending way. Descending way means the bottom will be of the larger one size 60 and the middle one will be of 40 and the top one will be of 20. Okay, so they are placed centrally. Okay, so that is what is the important word. Okay, so you can place it in two ways. One is central and one is coinciding the edges. Okay, so coinciding the edges will be of a different kind. So but here we are going to see which are placed one above the other centrally. The first and foremost thing when it comes to the isometric projection, so the first thing we need to write the bottom, okay, then the middle one and the top one. Okay, so all the three are cube, so then you need not to write what exactly that solid is, but we are going to go in this way where we are going to take okay the larger one at the bottom, then less than that one, then less than one. That is what descending form. Okay, so in the bottom to top approach. And already we know, okay, so whenever we are going to start the isometric projections, okay, the first thing is to have a reference line. Okay, so the horizontal line, then we are going to take up a reference point. Okay, so whenever we have a cube here, cube looks like a square in the top view, square in the front view and square in the side view. Okay, so in the top view looks like a square. Okay, so we'll take a 60 means 6 boxes, so one box equal to 10 millimeter. So we'll take from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 means once we count 6 boxes, you need to move in a perpendicular direction and a perpendicular direction and a perpendicular direction. So already we know these grid lines will run at an angle of 30 degree, okay, towards the left as well as toward the right. So once we take 30 degree line, then it's a 150 degree, minus 150 degree and a minus 30 degree. So once you done with the square in the top view, so join this one with a very thin lines. Okay, so as thin as possible, just for a reference. Then the height of the cube will remain same as it is the edge length. So from here vertical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so once you take the height from each corner, so join all the corners with the height which we have taken with a cube edge length, that is a 60 millimeter, or we say it is a 6 boxes up. Okay, so once it is done, you can see now again you will get a one more square of 60 millimeter side length. So join everything with a thin line because this is a combination of solids. So when we are going to place one more cube above this one, we don't know which are the edges will be visible to us. So once the bottom cube is done, so what we need to do here, whenever we are going to place one more cube above this one, say we have a 60 cube or a square, we need a 40 square. This is the one we need, this is one we have, okay. So minus, we'll get a 20. So equal placing, when it comes to a square, we are going to have a equal placing. So it will be 10 millimeter, that is one box in the isometric, okay. So this we consider when it comes to the corner, when we are going to take the measurement from the corner and on the diagonal, so this one is for especially for a square, okay. And the same thing if you are taking from the center, okay, again same on the diagonal, okay. So we need to have the one which we need divided by 2 will be equal to 20 millimeter. This is nothing but 2 box, okay. So from the center on the diagonal, okay. Say for example, if we have a diagonal in this way, so from the corner means one box inside, one box inside, one box inside, one box inside, okay. Similarly, if it is a center, so from here 2 box away, 2 box away, 2 box away and 2 box away. So how exactly we'll see here, okay. So remember these, whenever it comes to inscribing a circle, square inside a square, okay. So we are going with the 2 methods. So here we'll see both the methods. First thing is to have a diagonal here, so we'll have a diagonal. So if you go with the corner method, so it's a one box, that is 60 minus 40, 20 divided by 2, that is one box. So from corner on the diagonal, one box inside, one box inside, one box inside, one box inside. So you can just see from here now 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, okay. So that is from the corner. So if it is a center, so 40 divided by 2, that is equal to 20, that is nothing but 2 box from the center on the diagonal. So from the center 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, okay. So this is from the center. So you can go with any method, whichever is comfortable, okay, easy to understand. Anyhow, the output from the both the things is of a square of a 40 square, which we are going to inscribe inside a 60 mm square, okay. So now our aim is to have a 40 cube. So from each corner now 1 2 3 4 box. So from here 4 box, okay. So from here 4 box, okay. So again from here, so 40 corner 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Now again from here if you count 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, like that you will get a 40 mm square. So you can just drop this one with the thin lines, okay. This is how exactly we can have the middle 40. So now again we follow the same thing to construct a 20. So we have a 40, we want 20, so 20 divided by 2, that is one box from the corner, or if it is divided by 2, again it is one box from the center, okay. So you can go with any one, okay, one box inside from the corner, okay, on the diagonal, okay. So now you can just drop a diagonal, you can go, or else we know already like this is how exactly it comes, and you can just drop. See here managing a time is important here. So once we are thorough with the method, so you can just go with the simple methods, avoiding too many lines, okay. So now again from each corner it is 2 box, so 2 box, 2 box, and 2 box. Okay, so now join the top side. So this is how exactly we can complete. So when the problem is done, so now when it comes to the visibility, so we go from the top, so the top cube, these vertical lines and the top face and bottom, these 2 lines are visible, so we'll have a dark line. Then when it comes to the second square, that is cube, so we have these 3 vertical lines which are visible and these 2 bottom lines and these 2 top edges. And very important is, so this line will be visible till it intersect with the 20 mm cube, and the same thing here. Okay, so these lines are visible till here. So once it crosses this point, those things are not visible to us. The same thing happens here also. So all the 3 vertical lines and these 2 and this one are fully visible, and when it comes to this line, it is visible till here, and this line visible till here. Okay, so the common mistake people do here, so they will join these lines which are not visible to us. So here it is visible till here, till here, till here, and till here. So those are the important things here. Okay, so and this method is useful whenever we go for a circle also. Okay, so circle in the ISO, it looks like an ellipse, okay, which we are going to use the same square method to construct the circle. That is nothing but an ellipse in the isometric projection. So you need to learn this one, so by these 2 ways, one corner or a circle method. Okay, so thank you.